For years, Bitcoin was seen as the rebellious teen of the financial world and regulated. It's unstoppable and completely outside the grip of traditional banks. It was born in the ashes of the 2008 financial crisis, a giant middle finger to central banks and government bailouts. But now, in a twist worthy of a political thriller, the very forces Bitcoin tried to escape are fighting back, and their weapon? The digital dollar. A central bank digital currency, CBDC. Government-issued, fully trackable, it's instantly programmable, and potentially the biggest threat to decentralized crypto since regulation was even a thing. The question now isn't whether the digital dollar is coming, it's how far will it go? And more importantly, what happens to Bitcoin when it does? Let's get something straight. The US isn't alone in this. Over 130 countries are actively exploring or piloting their own CBDCs. China already launched its Digital Yuan. The EU is testing the digital euro. Nigeria has the naira. India is moving on its digital rupee. This is a global shift, not just a headline. The US has been lagging behind until now. In 2025, after years of whispers, test runs, and research phases, the Federal Reserve is finally gearing up to release a digital version of the US dollar, and it's not just about convenience or modernization. It's about control. See, unlike Bitcoin, which operates on a decentralized, permissionless blockchain that no single entity owns or controls, the digital dollar would be fully centralized. The Federal Reserve would issue it, track it, program it, and even potentially recall or freeze it. That means every transaction, every penny you spend, could be logged, analyzed, and monitored in real time. Think that's extreme? China's digital yuan already allows for expiration dates on money, ensuring people must spend their currency or risk losing it. Imagine a world where your dollars could be turned off, limited to specific purchases, or geofenced based on where you are. Suddenly, Bitcoin's promise of financial freedom looks even more fragile. But here's where it gets really dangerous for Bitcoin: mainstream adoption. Let's be real. Most people don't care about decentralization. They care about speed, ease, and security. A government-backed digital dollar will integrate seamlessly with banks, apps, payrolls, and taxes. It'll be legal tender. And with it, Uncle Sam won't need to ban Bitcoin. He'll just make it irrelevant. Why use a slow, volatile crypto asset when you can use a digital dollar that settles instantly? It's FDIC insured and works with Apple Pay, PayPal, or whatever comes next. The Fed will market it as innovation. Politicians will promise inclusivity, faster payments, and anti-money laundering solutions. But underneath the PR lies a surveillance system. Every transaction becomes a data point. Every spending habit becomes a profile. Privacy gone. Imagine the IRS having access not just to your yearly tax filings, but your daily purchases. Imagine social welfare tied to programmable money. We noticed you spent $500 at a casino last month, so your benefit payout has been reduced. Slippery slope or intentional design? And yet Bitcoin isn't just a currency, it's a movement. One built on distrust of central power, on protecting assets from hyperinflation, and on self-sovereignty. That's why CBDCs don't just compete with Bitcoin. They contradict it. Bitcoin's code can't be changed. Its supply is fixed. Its blockchain is open for anyone to verify. It doesn't care if you're rich, poor, blacklisted, or on a no-fly list. It just works. That's what makes it powerful land. That's what makes it dangerous to governments, who want full visibility and control over money. So, will the digital dollar kill Bitcoin? It's not exactly, but it could squeeze it out by flooding the market. With a sleek, government-approved digital currency, authorities could drive Bitcoin into the shadows, labeling it risky, criminal, or outdated. Combine that with heavy-handed regulation, banking restrictions, and public fear, and Bitcoin could slowly suffocate, not from lack of use, but from lack of access. We've already seen exchanges get banned, wallets blacklisted, miners shut down. What happens when CBDCs become the only legal digital tender? But here's the plot twist. The rise of CBDCs might actually be the best marketing Bitcoin has ever had, because the more governments try to control, track, and manipulate money, the more people will wake up to what Bitcoin really offers: freedom, financial privacy, sovereignty, a backup system when the mainstream fails. Just look at countries with collapsing currencies: Argentina, Lebanon, Venezuela. People there don't care about digital convenience, they care about survival. And Bitcoin, despite its flaws, offers that in fact. Some experts believe the battle between CBDCs and Bitcoin will mirror the internet's evolution. Just like governments tried to regulate, control, or copy the internet with intranets, firewalls, and state-run platforms, eventually the open, decentralized systems won. Why? Because they were better, more resilient, more trusted. Bitcoin might not be faster than a digital dollar, but it doesn't need to be. Just needs to stay independent. Let's not forget, Bitcoin has no CEO, no headquarters, no board of directors. You can't raid it, sue it, or shut it down with a court order. And that resilience might be the very reason it survives the digital dollar apocalypse. While CBDCs will be subject to government failures, inflationary policies, political weaponization, Bitcoin will just keep ticking, block by block. Still, it won't be easy. Expect propaganda. Expect legal battles. Expect pressure. The government may say you can keep your Bitcoin, but we'll tax every transaction. Or worse, Bitcoin wallets must be registered, and anonymous holdings will be confiscated. This isn't paranoia. It's policy waiting to happen. So what can you do? Start by understanding the technology, both sides of it. Don't just jump on the anti-CBDC bandwagon without context. CBDCs will have benefits: easier cross-border payments, reduced banking costs, faster stimulus during crises. But those benefits come at a price. Know that price. And if you believe in Bitcoin's mission, support it. Run a node. Hold your own keys. Educate others. Use privacy tools. Because the digital dollar won't destroy Bitcoin by force. They'll try to replace it through convenience. And that's where the real fight begins. If you're watching this, you're already ahead of the curve. You're not just scrolling through another crypto hype reel. You're digging into the mechanics of what could shape the future of money. Whether you're all in on BTC or just curious about how digital dollars will change your wallet, now's the time to pay attention. Because the next decade won't just be about gains or losses. It'll be about who controls your money and who doesn't. Drop a comment. Would you use a government-backed digital dollar? Or do you trust Bitcoin more? Subscribe for more no BS breakdowns on the crypto future. Stay sharp. Stay informed.